Welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be comparing the Klein mod boxes to the gold standard Milwaukee Packout system. Now, as you already know from previous videos, I have invested a good amount into the Milwaukee Packout system, probably over $1,000. So I'm not going to be switching to this system most likely in the future, but it is nice to see other companies innovating and going off of the standard that Milwaukee set and kind of adding their own flair to it, adding different things to make it more versatile. So if you are a first-time purchaser of a storage system, you might get a lot from this video. Let's get into it. So right off the rip, you're going to notice that the Klein box is larger than the Milwaukee Packout. In fact, I did the nerd math for you. It's about 19% larger, but the volume inside is a different story. It's only about 6% larger. So you have a lot of stuff going on the outside, but it's not translating into more storage space. So take that for what it is. Now let's go on to the next point, build quality. This is a blowout for the Milwaukee Packout. Everything feels a lot sleeker. It feels like you can tell with that time difference of doing this for a lot more years. Everything feels a lot better when it comes to the handles, how they come out, how they actually move. When it comes to the Klein, you can't even pull the handle out just straight up. You have to pull it out first and then move. And then also it's scraping against the sides. So that's not great. And also just the material itself, the Milwaukee Packout just feels better. This one feels a little bit cheaper. It feels like maybe it's the first iteration. So you're gonna have those like bumps and bruises. It's not gonna be as good. So overall, just the build quality, I think the Milwaukee has a way better build quality. So let's talk about what's actually inside these boxes. Now, I've had this one for a little while and I've actually misplaced what's inside. So I actually had to drive all the way to Home Depot and open a brand new one so you guys can see exactly what it is. So you have when you open it up, you have a tray inside and you have the little plastic divider. So as you can see in this Packout, the divider's going here and you can see it only goes halfway up, so it has room for the tray because the tray is going to cover the whole entire inside of this. Now let's talk about the Klein box. Inside, you're going to see you have a little half tray, which I think is actually better because it can move throughout. And so you can see exactly what's going on inside here, opposed to have taken this all the way out and then looking, or you can actually access some of your tools with this actually being in there, which I think is actually pretty sweet. And it can move throughout, right? So it's not just stuck to both ends. You can put it in the middle and you can have the little dividers wherever you want. Also, I like these dividers better too. I like just having a couple of them. I don't need a whole bunch of little small pieces, especially when it comes to when you're throwing tools in there, easier to break them. And I like the fact that if you want to go lower with them, you can. So you have the best of both worlds. You can go lower or you can go all the way to the top and you're not going to infringe upon your tray, which is actually sweet. So I think Klein has the better accessories right out of the box. Now, when it comes to accessories, this when it starts to get really spooky for the Milwaukee Packout system, especially the mid-size one, because it doesn't have those little metal bars on here, so you can't attach anything on there. And it really only has things you can attach to the top. And even then, I wasn't really satisfied with this. I got a little magnet for holding for fasteners for finish work. And the way it fits on there, it fits in there good, but it doesn't click, it doesn't snap in. So this could easily come out. And again, I don't know exactly what they would do to have a mechanism for it to come out, but again, it doesn't feel great, especially when you put another box on there and you feel that click, that feels a lot more secure. So I think a lot of the accessories that Milwaukee makes are meant for garages and that kind of thing. So I really think that they missed out by not putting those little metal bars on here and having a lot more accessories. So now let's talk about the Klein. Now, when it comes to accessories, Milwaukee may have been first to the dance, but Klein is definitely the best dressed. They have so many different accessories. I'm going to show you a couple I just purchased. They have the case adapter, which just fits right here, fits on the side, and it snaps in place. You could add a large box on here, or a medium-sized box, which is actually pretty sweet. I know that you might say, you know, there's certain things you can add inside the Milwaukee, but it's just nice to have everything on the outside. And then also with this, you can move this little thing around here, so it's not designated one spot, which I also like. And I like how it attaches. It has the hooks right here, which catch the top, and then you just slam this in right there, locks in really good. They also have the parts bin rail attachment, which is actually pretty sweet. The only thing that makes this better is if you could attach 2 at a time. But Again, I'm not complaining. I just think this actually is really nice. You have a little, you can put different little pieces in here, different fasteners, whatnot, and these are also removable. Again, Klein is probably the most innovative tool company, and I thought for a while that Milwaukee was probably the most innovative like storage system, but this is blowing them out of the water when it comes to just accessories. Check this out. They have a little rail bin. You can add tools right here. And then also has place for like knives or tape measures, everything you need. Again, it's nice to be able to access all these without actually getting into your box. And so if you have things you are constantly getting at, constantly moving around, imagine just putting this right here, this box on your cart and having access to everything being organized. I think it's really sweet. And then lastly, just a plain magnet. So you can throw tools on there just like that. And so again, I think that when it comes to accessories, Klein knocked it out the park. Now, I think this is good. I think this is actually going to push Milwaukee to make more accessories for their things. I think this competition is great for Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee had the advantage for so long. So now this is gonna keep them honest. I think this is actually great. And now let's talk about one of my favorite features is you can actually remove the lid of this box, and it's super easy. You just pull it up right here and it just comes off. There's no clicking, there's no movement, there's no attaching things. It's just 45-degree angle, just like that. And then there's an attachment where you can actually put the lid on the side. I don't have that one, but also if you don't have the attachment, you can attach to the bottom. When it comes to innovation with tools, Klein definitely is the best competition for Milwaukee. Now, if you are a Milwaukee fan, before you jump down my throat and tell me how other storage boxes have the little metal rails that you can attach, things on there with the little clips and the Allen wrenches, I understand that. And it does seem like Milwaukee's more focused on like their power tools and batteries and that kind of stuff. And then when you go into the garage, having all that set up. But I think Klein utilize their real estate better. I like how this is all integrated on here. It's already built in, less chances of failure. I prefer this method, but again, Klein had the opportunity to watch everything Milwaukee did and then innovate and make things new. So I compare it to Klein is like Five Guys. You get a good burger, but then also you have so many different add-ons, so many different condiments you can add on, and they give you a ton of fries. And Milwaukee is more like a burger from a restaurant. It's gonna be good quality, a little more expensive, but you know what you're gonna get. It's just high quality. It's gonna be minimalistic. So it's your choice. What do you want? Do you want something that works really well together, that is a little bit smaller, but then it has a better quality build? Or do you want just all the different things, moving parts? Maybe it's not built as good. Maybe things rub against each other. Maybe, it might not be as waterproof, but you have so many different attachments, so many different add-ons. It's kind of what your preference is. I'm gonna stick with Milwaukee Packout because again, I've already invested $1,000 into it. But if I was to start off, I would probably go with Klein just because it has so many different moving parts that I do like. It has so many different things you can add on to it. And I definitely like the dolly with the actual storage boxes. I think Milwaukee definitely is missing out when it comes to that. But overall, I think these are two good products. You can't go wrong either way. And I think that the innovations that Klein has done is definitely gonna make Milwaukee better. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. What do you choose? The Mod Box or the Milwaukee Packout? Let me know in the comment section. I appreciate you guys. Like the video if you liked it. Consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Check out my Discord channel. I appreciate you guys. And again, I'm going to start hosting membership live streams. So let me know if you're interested in that. Join the membership program. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.